Hello everyone, this is Asra Sultana, Assistant Professor in EEE Department, working in ISL Engineering College. I am taking the subject High Voltage DC Transmission for EEE final year students. So in today's class, we are going to see the analysis of grid circuit with overlap. Previous classes, we have seen analysis of grid circuit without overlap. Okay. So in today's class, we are going to analyze a grid circuit with overlap. So previous classes we have seen about the converter circuits, that is both for line commutated converters and voltage source converters, that is LCC and VSC. So where we have seen the grid bridge is the basic building block in LCC and also in VSC based HVDC converters. In 12 pulse LCC, two grid bridges are connected in series on the DC side and in parallel on the AC side. A 12 pulse ACC is fed by three single phase transformers, each with three windings, one primary and two secondary windings. One set of secondary windings will be connected in star, feed one bridge, while the other set of secondary windings will be connected in delta, which will be fed with the second bridge. A UHV DC converter is made up of two 12 pulse converters which are connected in series on the DC side. So we are going to analyze both LCC and VSC configurations and study the converter characteristics. Okay, so converter characteristics I will say in next class. So in today's class I will be saying only about the analysis of grid circuit with overlap, that is for both LCC and VSC. Okay, that is for both line commutated converter and voltage source converter. So we have assumed that only one valve in a commutation group of a bridge will conduct. So in other words, current transfers instantaneously from one valve to the next valve when the latter is fired. Due to the leakage inductance of the converter transformer and the impedance in the supply network, current in a valve cannot change suddenly and thus commutation from one valve to the next valve cannot be instantaneous. So for example, when valve 3 is fired, current transfer from valve 1 to valve 3 will take a finite period during which both valves are conducting. This is called as overlap and its duration is measured by overlap angle U or mu. Okay. So sometimes in some textbook it is U or some textbook it is mu. Anything is same, students. Okay. So this overlap, this is overlap and duration is measured by overlap angle or commutation angle mu or U. Each interval of the period of supply can be divided into two subintervals. In the first subinterval, three valves are conducting, and in the second subinterval, two valves are conducting. This is based on the assumption that overlap angle is less than 60 degrees. As the overlap angle increases to 60 degrees, there is no instant when only two valves are conducting. As the overlap angle increases beyond 60 degrees, there is a finite period during an interval when four valves will conduct and the rest of the interval during which three valves will conduct. So there are three modes of the converters, which is as follows. So this is the timing diagram. So we are going to see there are three modes of the converter: mode 1, mode 2, mode 3. Mode 1, 2 and 3 valves conduction, that is mu or u is less than 60 degrees. Mode 2, 3 valve conduction, mu is 60 degrees. Mode 3, 3 and 4 valve conduction, mu is greater than 60 degrees. So depending upon the delay angle alpha, mode 2 may be just a point on the boundary of mode 1 and mode 3. And with the assumptions that you have stated earlier, it is sufficient to consider only one interval of 60 degrees duration. So for example, say the interval starting with the firing of valve 3. Okay. Now let us do the analysis of 2 and 3 valve conduction mode. So for the interval considered, bridge circuit can be shown as like this. This is the equivalent circuit for 3 valve conduction. So equivalent circuit for 3 valve conduction we have seen. Okay, for this circuit, EB minus EA is LC into DI3 by D3 minus DI1 by DT. LHS in the above equation is called as commutating EMF, whose value is given by EB minus EA is equal to root 2 LL sin omega t, which is the voltage across valve 3 just before it starts conducting. So I1 is equal to ID minus I3. So we get root 2 ELL sin omega t is 2 LC di3 by dt. Solving the above equation, we will get the value of I3 of t as Is into cos alpha minus cos omega t, where omega t is lying between alpha and alpha plus mu. Is is equal to what? Root 2 ELL by 2 omega LC, where at omega t is equal to alpha plus mu, Is is Id. This gives Id is equal to Is into cos alpha minus cos of alpha plus mu. See students, mu or u is anything is same here. This is the diagram showing voltage and current waveform during firing of a valve. First one is for rectifier, second one is for inverter. So waveforms of direct voltage and valve current during commutation for rectifier and inverter are shown here. It is to be noticed that during commutation, instantaneous DC voltage is minus 3 by 2 EC, EA plus EB by 2 minus EC instead of EB minus EC. Let us see average direct voltage. So average direct voltage we can find by VD is equal to 3 by pi integral alpha to alpha plus U minus 3 by 2 EC of EC into d omega t plus alpha integral alpha plus U alpha plus 60 degrees EB minus EC d omega t. That is equal to 3 if you take outside. Okay. And when we solve this, we are going to get VD as VD0 cos alpha minus 3 by 2 by root 2 ELL cos alpha minus cos of alpha plus U. That is 3 by pi root 2 ELL is equal to VD0. We get VD is VD0 by 2 into cos alpha plus cos of alpha plus U. So when we substitute this equation, so this is the equation 3.8. ID is equal to Is into cos alpha minus cos of alpha plus mu. So when this equation is substituted in equation 3.9, that is VD0 cos alpha minus 3 by 2 pi root 2 ELL cos alpha minus cos of alpha plus mu. So when we substitute this equation in this, we are going to get VD as VD0 cos alpha minus ID by 2 Is is equal to VD0 cos alpha minus RC ID. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit of a bridge converter where RC is 3 by pi omega LC, that is 3 by pi XC. RC is called as equivalent commutation resistance. It is analogous to armature reaction in DC machines in the sense that it only represents a voltage drop and it is not a power loss. Equivalent circuit of bridge rectifier is shown in the figure. Now let us see DC voltage and valve voltage waveforms. So these figures are showing the waveform of the voltage across the converter bridge VD. Valve voltage waveform for rectifier is shown in the second diagram. So this is for DC voltage waveform and this is valve voltage waveform. Valve voltage has now 8 jumps. The two major jumps occur at the firing and the turning off of the valve, and they are given by Vj1 is equal to root 2 ELL sin alpha and Vj2 is root 2 ELL sin alpha plus U. Remaining 6 jumps can be divided into two groups. First group composed of jumps that are equal in magnitude to Vj1 by 2 and the second group of jumps with magnitudes Vj2 by 2. These voltage jumps result in extra losses in the damper or snapper circuit of the valve. Let us see inverter equations. For an inverter, it is usual to define an angle of advance beta as beta is equal to alpha minus pi. So beta is equal to alpha minus pi. It is the angle of advance beta. And use opposite polarity for the DC voltage with voltage rise opposite to the direction of current. So therefore VDI is equal to minus VD0I by 2 into cos alpha plus cos of alpha plus U, that is minus VDOI by 2 cos alpha minus beta plus cos alpha plus cos pi minus gamma, that is VDOI by 2 cos beta plus cos gamma, where the extension angle gamma is defined as gamma is equal to beta minus U, that is equal to pi minus alpha minus U. Similarly, it can be shown that VDI is equal to VD0I cos beta plus RCI ID or VD, that is equal to VD0I cos gamma minus RCI ID. So subscript I is referring to the inverter here. So comparing these two equations, this is 3.14 and 3.16 with 3.10 and 3.11. It shows that inverter equations are obtained by substituting gamma for alpha in rectifier equations. So, but however, it is to be noted that while alpha is directly controllable, gamma is not controllable. AC current and DC voltage harmonics. Waveforms of the valve currents and the current in the valve winding will be distorted. So expression for fundamental component of AC current derived for the case with no overlap is not valid. Actual expression for the current can be derived from Fourier analysis, and it is given by I1 is equal to I11 square plus I12 square whole per half. Or we can write this as I1 is equal to root of I11 square plus I12 square. Where I11 is what here? I11 is I1 cos alpha and I12 is I1 sin alpha, sin phi. I11 is I1 cos phi, that is root 6 by pi id cos alpha plus cos of alpha plus mu by 2. I12 is I1 sin phi, that is root 6 by pi id into 2u plus sin alpha minus sin 2 gamma 2 delta by 4 alpha cos alpha minus cos delta, where phi is the power factor angle and delta is alpha plus u. So from the above expression, power factor angle can be obtained as tan phi is equal to 2u plus sin 2 alpha minus sin 2 delta by cos 2 delta minus cos 2 alpha minus cos 2 delta. Harmonic components in the AC current are also altered. These are reduced from the values calculated with no overlap. The reduction factor is given by this value. That is IH by IH0 is equal to 1 by 2x h square plus k square minus 2hk cos 2 alpha plus u whole per half. Where h is sin of h plus 1 u by 2 by h plus 1. K is equal to sin of h minus 1 u by 2 h by h minus 1. X is half of cos alpha minus cos of alpha plus u. I has 0 is root 6 by pi id by h, that is harmonic component with no overlap. And this figure 3.7 shows this reduction factor for the case alpha equal to 30 degrees. It can be seen that all the harmonics, especially of higher order, will decrease sharply with increasing values of u, and the reduction factor lies in the range of 0.1 to 0.2. Harmonics in the direct voltage are also altered due to overlap. So it can be shown that VH by VD0 is 1 by 2 1 by root 2 f square plus g square minus 2 fg cos 2 alpha plus u whole per half, where f is equal to cos of h plus 1 u by 2 by h1 plus 1 and g is equal to cos of h minus 1 u by 2 by h minus 1. So this is the variation of AC current harmonics with overlap, and this is the variation of DC voltage harmonics with overlap, and overlap angle u is in degrees. So for it is showing V1 2 by VD0 for different values of U and alpha. So let us see numericals based on this topic. If the DC current varies with time, prove that ID1 plus ID2 by 2 is equal to IS of cos alpha minus cos of alpha plus U, where ID1 is the DC current at the beginning of the commutation, that is omega t is alpha, and ID2 is the DC current at the end of the commutation, that is omega t is alpha plus U. Assume 2 and 3 valve conduction mode. So let us see the solution. Consider the circuit diagram as shown in figure 3.2. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit for 3-valve conduction. So let us consider this figure. Substituting equation 3 in 1. So equation 3 was I1 is equal to ID minus I3. Equation 1 was EB minus EA is equal to LC. EB minus EA is equal to LC di3 by dt minus di1 by dt. So after substituting this I1 as ID minus I3, so we can get the equation as EB minus EA is equal to 2LC di3 by dt minus LC d by dt. So EB minus EA is 2LC di3 by dt minus LC di by dt. Substituting second equation, that is EB minus EA is root 2 ELL sin omega t in this equation. So we will get this as 2LC I3 of t is equal to 1 by omega integral alpha to omega t EB minus EA d omega t plus LC by omega integral alpha to omega t d by dt t of omega t. I3 of t is equal to so we are going to see only the value of I3 of t. So sending all the constants to the right hand side. So I3 of t will become root 2 ELL by 2xc cos alpha minus cos omega t plus 1 by 2 id of omega t minus id1. Since I3 is equal to id2, we get id2 is equal to is of cos alpha minus cos of alpha plus u plus half id2 minus id1. So we can get the desired result as id1 plus id2 by 2 is equal to is of cos alpha minus cos alpha plus u. Let us see the next numerical. Prove that Vd by Vdon equal to E cos alpha minus Xc by 2 Id by Idn, where subscript n indicates rated values and Xc is the leakage reactance of the converter transformer expressed on its own base. E is the AC voltage expressed in per unit of the rated voltage. So from the equations 11 and 12, that is 11th equation, is Vd is equal to Vd0 cos alpha minus Id by 2 Is, that is Vd0 cos alpha minus RCID, and 12th equation is RC is equal to 3 by omega LC, that is 3 by XC. So from these equations, Vd by Vdon is equal to Vd0 by Vdon cos alpha minus 3 by XC IDN by Vd0n ID by IDN. But this Vd0n is equal to 3 root 2 by pi EAN, where EAN is the rated line to AC voltage. So we will get Vd by Vd0n is equal to EA by EAN cos alpha minus XC IDN by root 2 EAN ID by IDN, where EA is the actual line to AC voltage. So we have to note here that Vd0 is 3 root 2 by EA. IAN is equal to root of 2 by 3 IDN. So we are noting that rated AC current including harmonic current components is denoted by IAN. So IAN is given by root of 2 by 3 IDN and ZB is equal to EAN by root 3 IAN. So that is EAN by root 2 IDN, where ZB is the base impedance. So we will finally get Vd by Vd0n is E cos alpha minus Xc by 2 Id by IDN. Next, let us see that proof that next numerical Id by IDN is equal to E by Xc cos alpha minus cos of alpha plus u. So from equation 5, equation, that is I3 of t is equal to Is into cos alpha minus cos omega t, and expressing the DC current and the AC voltage in per unit of the rated values. So we have to note that root 2 Xc IDN by EAN is Xc by 2 ZB, that is Xc. We can derive the above expression. So second point is analysis of 3 and 4 valve conduction mode. First one we have seen the analysis of 2 and 3 valve conduction mode. Now second one we are doing the analysis of 3 and 4 valve conduction mode. So equivalent circuit for this is shown here. Okay, 3 and 4 wire conduction mode. So for omega t is lying between alpha and alpha plus mu minus 60 degrees. I1 is given as Is sin omega t plus 60 degrees plus A. I6 is given as Id minus I2, that is Id minus Is sin omega t plus C. Where Is is Em by omega Lc, that is 2 by root 3 Is. Constant A can be determined from the initial condition. I1 of omega t is equal to alpha is equal to Id, that is Is sin alpha plus 60 plus A. Constant C can be determined from the final condition. I6 of omega t is equal to alpha plus mu minus 60 degrees, that is 0 equal to Id minus Is sine of alpha plus mu minus 60 plus C equal to 0. This is the equivalent circuit for 3 and 4 valve conduction mode. So for omega t lying between alpha plus mu minus 60 degrees and alpha plus 60 degrees, I1 is given as Is cos omega t plus B. Constant B can be determined from the continuity equation. I1 of omega t is equal to alpha plus mu equal to 60 degrees, that is Is sin alpha plus mu plus A equal to Is cos alpha plus mu minus 60 degrees plus B. Finally, we will get the equation for Id as Is by 2 cos of alpha minus 60 minus cos of alpha plus mu plus 30 degrees. Expression for average direct voltage is given as Vd is equal to 3 by pi integral alpha plus mu minus 60 to alpha plus 60 minus 3 by 2 Ec of d omega t. Since Ec is Em cos omega t, Vd can be written as 3 by pi into 3 by 2 Em sin of alpha plus 60 minus sin of alpha plus mu minus 60, and Vd can be given as finally Vd0 root 3 cos of alpha minus 60 30 degrees minus 3 by 2 Id by Is, that is root 3 Vd0 cos alpha minus 30 minus 3 Rc Id. Let us see the average direct voltage. Expression for average direct voltage is obtained as Vd is equal to 3 by pi alpha plus 60 alpha plus u minus 60 minus 3 by 2 Ec d omega t. Ec can be written as minus Em cos omega t. Em is root of 2 by 3 ELL. Vd is 0 when omega t is lying between alpha and alpha plus u minus 60 degrees. So Vd value we are going to get root 3 Vd0 cos alpha minus 30 minus 3 Rc Id. So equivalent commutating resistance for this case is 3 times that for the case with overlap angle less than 60 degrees. When the delay angle is 0, overlap angle U reaches a value of 60 degrees, when the current IT will increase to ID is equal to Is into 1 minus cos 60 degrees, that is half of Is. So at U equal to 60 degrees, 3 valves are conducting all the time. If the current is increased further, U would tend to increase further. However, this is not possible unless alpha is greater than equal to 30 degrees. For values of alpha less than 30 degrees, an increase in direct current is possible only when alpha is increased and the overlap angle is maintained at 60 degrees. So the reason why overlap cannot be increased beyond 60 degrees for alpha less than 30 degrees evident from this figure. That is when valves 2 and 6 are still conducting, anode of valve 3 is at the potential of EB plus EC by 2, that is minus EA by 2. So this is the figure explaining minimum delay angle is 30 degrees if overlap angle is 60 degrees or greater. So unless EA is negative, the valve 3 cannot conduct even after raising the gate pulse, and this is possible only for alpha greater than equal to 30 degrees. Thus, there is an intermediate mode when the value of overlap angle will remain constant at 60 degrees. In this mode, increase in current, direct current will be accompanied by automatic increase in the firing angle. DC and valve voltage waveforms. Instantaneous voltage across the converter bridge and the valve voltage for 3 and 4 valve conduction modes is shown in these two figures. So for alpha is 45 degrees and U is 75 degrees, the instantaneous voltage across the bridge can have both positive and negative excursions followed by periods of zero magnitude. Valve voltage has 6 jumps with 3 of them having magnitude Vj1 is equal to root of 3 by 2 ELL sin alpha minus 30 degrees. Other jumps will have the magnitudes given by Vj2 is root of 3 by 2 ELL sin of alpha plus U plus 30 degrees. So first waveform is for DC voltage waveform for alpha is 45 degrees and U is 75 degrees. And second diagram is showing valve voltage waveform for alpha is 45 degrees and U is 75 degrees. Okay students, I hope today's class is clear to everyone. So in today's class, we have seen about the analysis of grades bridge with overlap. So in that we have seen two analyses. First one was analysis of 2 and 3 valve conduction mode. Second one was analysis of 3 and 4 valve conduction mode. So we have seen that there will be, when we analyze the line commutated converter, we have seen that in the timing diagram there are three modes: mode 1, mode 2, mode 3. So we have seen that there are three modes. So mode 1, 2 and 3 valve conductions will be there, and U or mu is less than 60 degrees. And mode 2, 3 valve conduction will take place, mu is equal to 60 degrees. And mode 3, 3 and 4 valve conduction will take place, mu is greater than 60 degrees. So we have seen 2 and 3 valve conduction and 3 and 4 valve conduction. Mode 1 and mode 3 we have seen in today's class. So equivalent circuit. This is the equivalent circuit for 3 valve conduction, where we have derived the equation for current, that is ID is equal to IS into cos alpha minus cos of alpha plus U. Then this is the voltage and current waveform during firing of valve for rectifier and inverter, left side for rectifier, right side for inverter. Then we have seen average direct voltage. Average direct voltage, we derived it as VD is equal to VD0 cos alpha minus RC ID, and this is the equivalent circuit of a bridge converter. And RC value is given as 3 by pi XC. DC voltage and VAB voltage waveforms, we have seen VG1 and VG2. And the left side is showing the DC voltage waveform, and right side is showing VAB voltage waveform. Inverter equations we have seen AC current and DC voltage harmonics. This is the variation of AC current harmonics with overlap, variation of DC voltage harmonics with overlap. Then we have seen a few numericals. The analysis with 3 and 4 valve conduction mode. This is the equivalent circuit diagram, and these are the equations which we have derived. DC and valve voltage waveforms. Thank you students for watching the video. I hope everyone has understood today's class. Thank you everyone.